Hi and welcome to Pet Pals. I'm Bethany Davidson, the Humane Educator here at Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center. And I'm here with Randy Cooper, and he's got our friend Barkley on his lap over there. Barkley is a Yorkie Schnauzer mix, and he's full of energy right now. You would never guess how old he is. He is aged at 7 years old. He is just full of energy. He's very playful. We had him at an event last week, and he was very interested in playing with the other dogs. In fact, he was most interested in playing with a German Shepherd, a much bigger dog than he was, and they were just quickly becoming friends. They were starting a little bromance, if you will. But Barkley is 7 years old. He is a male, and he's been shaved. He had some mats on him, but he's looking a lot better now. And he is very friendly. He's easy to walk when he decides to walk. Sometimes he just decides that he's gonna sit right where he is and he wants to be picked up and carried. So that's something that if you're interested in adding Barkley to your family, you're gonna have to take that into consideration, that you could be, halfway back from a walk and he could just decide that he wants to sit on the sidewalk and you're gonna have to carry him the rest of the way. He is great around other dogs. He rides very well in the car. Until it starts raining and the windshield wipers start going. A fact that I've noticed about him is that he is a little bit afraid of the windshield wipers, the windows going up and down in the car. He doesn't bark, unlike his name would suggest, but he does tremble a little bit. So he's not a fan of those windshield wipers. So if you're going to have him out and if you think it's going to storm, just take that into consideration, that you might want to have somebody sitting with him to comfort him a little bit. I have also noticed in my interactions with Barkley that when you first bring him out, he's a little shy and it takes a minute for him to warm up, especially when he's around like a lot of new people. But he does warm up very quickly, and he's going to make someone a great household companion. The next dog that we have for you today is Fifi. Fifi is 1 to 1.5 years old. She is a Pomeranian pug mix. She actually came into the shelter with 2 other dogs, Fiona, who is a puppy, and Fido, who is a male about the same age as Fifi. She's very friendly and she enjoys being petted. She was previously owned, but we don't know a whole lot about her. We don't have a profile or anything to go on. She was recently spayed, so that will make her adoption go much quicker because that's already been taken care of. All of the animals that leave the shelter are spayed or neutered. She does need a little work with house training and with walking on a leash, so those are some things that you're going to want to take into consideration. Some dogs are already come to us and they're good with those types of things, but some of them need a little work, and that's going to be a project that you're going to have to be willing to take on if you're adding Fifi to your family. She would definitely benefit with some basic manners training, like many of the dogs. She doesn't really know sit or stay or any of those commands. But she is, right now she's enjoying hanging out with Randy and being like a little lap dog. She's very cute. She's got that great smile, and she's very alert, even though she's just recently had surgery. So she's going to make a great addition to any family. If Fifi is maybe not what you're looking for and you're looking for a male dog, you can stop in and visit with Fido, who is very similar in coloring and size. This guy is Remington, and though he might not look it, he is a puppy. He is 11 months old, and because of that, he's going to be going home through our puppy process, which means we'll be taking up to 4 applications on Remington, and then we'll be deciding, based on some checking that we do, what's going to be the best fit for him. We want him to go to a family that is prepared to make sure that he gets the proper training and that is going to be able to give him the activity level and exercise that he needs. So he is 11 months old. He is a chocolate brown lab mix, and as you can see, he's very playful. He likes being petted. He's playfully aroused when he's getting all that attention from Randy. When you walk into the adoption floor, because he's right after a bunch of small dogs, when the door opens, he kind of is taller, so he steps up and kind of looks over top of the other kennels to see who's coming, and he's very interested in people. He's not necessarily sure how he feels about the camera right now. His previous owners brought him to us because their daughter had an allergy issue with Remington, so it's through no fault of his own, so we're just looking for a new home for him. He is very playful, he's energetic, typical puppy things. He is also listed as a digger and a fence jumper, so you want to make sure that if you're taking Remington into your life, that you're prepared to make sure that he's in some sort of situation where he's not going to be able to get out and escape. He is also Lyme positive, so if you want to make sure that you're willing to take on that responsibility, talk to your vet about what all entails adopting and caring for a Lyme positive dog like Remington. He reacts favorably to other dogs, so he would fit in to a home with another existing canine. So this is Remington, and he is going to be going home through our puppy process. This big guy is Nilo. He is a 1-year-old American Bulldog mix. The first thing that I saw when he walked through the door is that he's got a beautiful coat. It reminds me of a cow a little bit. It's just a very unique marking pattern, and he's just a big, beautiful guy. We have Nilo listed as older children and adult home only, just because he's very strong and he needs a little good manners training. Randy said that when he got him out of the kennel, he walked really well for him, but he is known to be a very strong puller. So you want to make sure that, you know, when you're bringing a dog that's very strong like this into your home, that he's not going to be pulling, you know, if your kids are walking him, he's not going to be pulling any arms out of sockets or knocking young kids down. So we just want to make sure that everyone is safe, including Nilo. He does know sit, but he will benefit from some Puppy 101 training, just to get him walking well on the leash, not pulling so hard, especially since he's so strong that those good manners will just make him a better household companion. He is excited. He does play bow when you approach his cage and when he sees other dogs, but he is doing much better with the pulling on the leash. As I said, Randy didn't have any trouble getting him out today. He enjoys being petted, like he's doing right now. He was a little excited when he first came in, but he's settling in quite well. So if you're looking to add an American Bulldog mix to your family, please stop in and visit with this guy, Nilo. The last dog that we have for you today is Cece, and since our other brindled pit, Ozzy, went home, she is now the longest canine resident here at the shelter. She had a potential adopter all lined up, but unfortunately that adopter's apartment complex wouldn't allow certain breeds, and Pitbull mixes were one of those breeds. So she's still here, waiting to find the right person to take her in and make her a part of the family. So she is a beautiful brindle color. She's 3 years old, but she has the playful energy of a puppy. She loves to play. She really likes to play tug of war, but she's interested in pretty much any toy that you have. She is also very loving. The kennel staff says that she really enjoys people. She's a little loud when you first approach her kennel. She's she barks a lot. She's excited to see you, but she does calm down relatively quickly once you get her out and start interacting with her. She would benefit from some good manners training. She does a good sit, as she just did. But she's if you're somebody that's going to be living a very active lifestyle and want to take your dog out to go for runs or hikes or things like that, she would be a great fit for you because she does have all of that energy, and she's a good size. At 3, she's probably not going to get any bigger. And now she's showing off her vocal side, but that's kind of what she does when you first approach her kennel. But she's just excited, and then she kind of calms down and wants to play and visit with you. So if you're looking to add a dog that's going to keep up with your active lifestyle, please stop by and visit with Cece, our longest canine resident. So that's going to wrap it up for the dog portion of Pet Pals. Stay tuned after the break. We'll have a bunch of new cats and kittens that are going to be available for adoption here at Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center.
Frederick Green Homes Challenge is now online. Visit FrederickGreenChallengeorg to sign up for a free account and start saving energy, saving money, and reducing your environmental impact. Learn about actions you can take from small to big, like upgrading your light bulbs, using water-saving devices, or installing a renewable energy system. Add actions to your to-do list, earn points for completing actions, and track your savings, all online. You can even post your story and learn from the experience of others. To get started, visit FrederickGreenChallenge.org and click Take the Challenge.
The Frederick County Meals on Wheels program delivers nutritious meals to homebound seniors and others who can't shop or prepare foods on their own. Sometimes the only smiling face a senior may see during the day is that of a Meals on Wheels volunteer. With almost 100 on the waiting list, the program needs volunteers and individual donations, as well as corporate sponsorships to supplement government funding of the program. Please call the Department of Aging at 301-600-1605 or visit our website to find out how you can make a difference with your thoughtful support.
Transit services of Frederick County. With rising gas prices, transit is a less expensive way to work or school. Most commuter bus routes run every 30 minutes during weekday morning and afternoon rush hours. Bus stops are within a quarter mile of most businesses in downtown Frederick. Transit offers shuttles to Thurmont, Emmitsburg, Brunswick, Jefferson, Spring Ridge, and Route 85, or take a shuttle to the MARC train for an easy commute. Find out what nearly 1 million passengers already know. Transit connects people and places.
Join Frederick County Parks and Recreation for some hands-on cooking classes at the Ballinger Creek Community Building in Frederick, Maryland. Some of the classes offered include cooking with your kids in our parent and child programs, have a night with your significant other in our date night classes, learn cuisines from around the world, or learn some basic cooking techniques. For more information, visit us at recreator.com or call 301-600-2936. We'll see you in the kitchen.
Hi and welcome back. Now we've got 5 great felines that are available for adoption here at Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center. First up we have Mimi. Mimi is a 6 to 7-year-old tortie. She's got a great face. I love that some of her whiskers are black and some of them are white. It makes her very unique. She loves to be petted. She's a little unsure when she's first coming out. She likes to kind of assess the situation, see what you're going to do before she commits and fully comes up to the cage. She kind of comes up a little bit and then she backs up just because she's waiting to see what you're going to do, and then she'll come forward. She loves to be petted. She did well at an event that we took her to recently. There were lots of dogs barking, there were lots of people coming by and petting her, and she did fine with that. Once she realized that she was done, she kind of just backs up to the back of her cage and says, you know, I'm done, I've had enough attention for right now. She doesn't hiss or smack or anything when she's finished. She just kind of takes a step back. She has a few little kind of bald spots right now, and that's because she had some mats when she came in because she was a stray. So we went ahead and clipped those off for her because it can be painful. But you know, she has a little bit of tortitude, but not a lot. She's very sweet, very affectionate, and her fur is very, very soft. So she's great if you're looking for somebody to kind of just hang out and pet and cuddle with. So this is Mimi, and she is a 6 to 7-year-old tortie. So next up we have 2 of just the many kittens that we have here right now at Animal Control. I have Vanessa, and she is a domestic medium hair, and over there Randy has Callie, and she is a domestic short hair. They came in with some other kittens who've already been selected for adoption, so these guys are still waiting to find their right forever homes. But we have a bunch of kittens right now, and we also have many, many kittens that are still in foster care or that need to go into foster care. So if you're interested in helping us out by caring for some of our babies, you can visit our website where we have more information on how you can get an application. There are some steps that you need to take to do that. You'll have an officer visit and things like that to make sure that you have the right setup in your home to take care of some of our kittens until they're ready to go out on our adoption floor. But Callie and Vanessa are 5 months old, and they're very friendly. They have the usual kitten energy. You can find them sometimes, asleep, and then sometimes they're running all over their cage. They have one of the bigger cages here, and they're just playing with each other. Sometimes they're hiding in their little kitty condo. But they are just some of the many kittens that are available. They're a little bit older, so they're much bigger than the 3-month-old kittens that a lot of people are after. But because they're a little older, they are a little more subdued, still playful, still like to cuddle, but just not as crazy as maybe those 3-month-old kittens. So if you're interested in adding one of these guys or any of the many kittens that we have available for adoption, please stop in and visit. And if you're interested in fostering some of the tiny babies that we have, please visit our website. The next cat that we have for you is Taffy, and she is about 1 year old. She is a calico mix. She's just a beautiful cat, and she's very calm, just hanging out on Randy's lap. She was previously owned, so we don't know a lot about her. We're learning as we spend more time with her. So today we're learning that she's perfectly content being a lap cat. She's interested in the room, she's looking around, but she's not necessarily trying to escape. She's pretty calm. She has beautiful eyes, and she's got the pink nose, which I really love. I'm a big fan of the cute little pink noses. They always draw my attention. She's liking being petted, and she's just really kind of mellow. She's been here for about a month, but she's only recently, in the last week or so, made it to the adoption floor, because when she first came in, she had a kitty cold, which is not uncommon. We treat that for 14 days, and then once they're better, they make their way back to the adoption floor so that they can find their new forever families. So that's kind of why she's been here so long, but she hasn't been available for the public to see. She is color-coded as an orange cat, which means she's an average cat. She's curious. She's always kind of on the move, looking for something to get into. But she's easy to handle. She likes to do things, play, cuddle, but on her own terms, which is just a typical cat behavior. If you were interested in taking Taffy home, she would go home for $97.50. That's the general rate for our adopted cats. If she were a senior, senior cats go home for $20 off if they're over the age of 5. And if they're over the age of 10, our cats would go home for $40 off. And then there's always the bonus. If you take 2, you also get $20 off for that. But Taffy on her own would be going home for $97.50. So if you're interested in a very mellow, chill calico cat, please stop by and visit with Taffy. The last cat that we have for you today, no, it's not Taffy again. This is Patches, and she is a 1 to 2 year old calico cat. She has recently come back onto the floor after being spayed, so that's going to make her adoption process go a lot quicker because that's already done. We don't have to wait to get her on the surgery schedule. But if you were to come soon, you'd have to take into account that she has just had that and she's still recovering. She'll be recovering for about 7 to 10 days. So she's going to start to be more active, but you still want to keep her from doing anything crazy, just so that she doesn't hurt herself since she's still recovering. She's a lot more active than Taffy was. She is good with other animals, though. She came in with 3 other animals that she was previously housed with. In fact, one of them was recently just in a cage with her here at the shelter, but they've been separated for some medical issues. And so she's back on the adoption floor, available on her own, doing well, adjusting to her new single dwelling status. She is going to be a great addition for any family. She's a little more curious, like I said, but she does settle in. She enjoys being petted. We had her at an event a couple of weeks ago, and she was okay with all of the noise and all of the people coming by. She just kind of hung out in her cage. She was actually with her friend Garfield at the time, and Garfield was very dependent on Patches, but Patches seemed to be okay and was good at comforting her friend and just kind of hanging out. She was letting lots of little kids pet her, and she was great with that. So if you have young children, she'll be fine with that, but she'll also be happy just being, a lap cat in an older adult home as well. So if you're looking to add an inquisitive calico to your home, please stop by and visit with Patches. We also want to make you guys aware of that we have our rabies clinic coming up on Sunday, October 9th. That's going to be here at Frederick County Animal Control, 1832 Rosemont Avenue, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you're interested in finding more information about the rabies license and microchip clinic, please stop by and visit our website. We'll have a link to the pricing and what's available at that event for you. Thank you for watching, and we will be back next week with some new adoptable animals.
I'm Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner. From the shores of the Potomac River to the foothills of the Catoctin Mountains, with all the farms and bustling communities in between, there's truly something for everyone in Frederick County. Come and explore Frederick County's rich history and be part of our bright future.